In this video, I will show you the ways to add people to your workforce. To add people to your workforce, you go to Workforce and the Recruiting page. Now, there are two ways to add people to your workforce. You can invite people in, or you can get people to apply. If you invite someone in, you are pre-approving them into your workforce, and that means when they complete all their profile data and hit submit, they become active automatically. So invitations are more likely used when you've met them and you know that you want them in your workforce, thus you invite them in. All you do is you add in their email address here and it sends them an invite. We'll go through that process in a second. The other option is the application group. And for this to start, the crew have to start from your application web link, which you get from this page here. And anybody who starts the journey from here, once they have finished all their data and submitted the application, they will appear as an applicant in your database. So let's go through these two processes. So I'm going to send an invite out to someone. If you try to invite someone who is already in your workforce, the system will tell you they already exist. A message will appear in red here. So to invite someone in, you add their email, then click Send Invite. The system confirms that the invite has been sent. They will appear in your workforce page. This is how the status looks in your workforce page before they create an account. Also, at this stage, you can remove or resend the invite. So the person receives an invite email explaining that the agency has invited them to join their workforce, and they just click on the link to join the team, which takes them to this page here. So then they can type in their name, phone number, and they can create a password, and then the crew can pick their employment type. Agree to Life Force terms and conditions and click Next. Then this means their account is now created. They can now start to fill in more details. This is how their status looks now in the workforce page. A yellow invite which shows they are working on their profile data. Once the crew member completes everything, as in this case, you can see this is all complete, the button now becomes active and I'm confirming my invitation. Now, when I look at their workforce page, their status is active. They become active automatically because I invited them in, they are pre-approved into the system. Now let's look at someone who makes an application to join your workforce. So people apply from this URL. It takes you to this page. They enter their email and click the link. They then have to fill in the registration form as normal. Then click Next. This takes them into their account where they can then complete the rest of their details. This is how they appear on the workforce page before they submit their application. It says In Progress. If the admin wants to check what has been completed, then they can do that here by clicking on the person in the workforce page. If incomplete is in red, then that means it must be completed to accept the application and is compulsory. The application cannot be submitted until these details have been entered. If incomplete is in black, it means it's required but not compulsory to complete the application. The application can be submitted without this information. Once they have completed their application, they can then hit the Submit Application button. Their application will show as pending in the app. Their status on the workforce page changes to applicant. And that's it. That's how we add people to our workforce.